Hey, hope you're doing well there. It's Dr. Matt here. And I actually wanted to talk to you today about some tips that I have found useful for tennis elbow. Now, I got a water bottle, I got a lacrosse ball, and I'm going to use each of them today to help give you some ideas that you can actually take home for yourself. So oftentimes, micro trauma over and over again. So if you think about micro trauma over and over again, you think about those forearm extensors, and you think about your position of how you use these muscles that come from here all the way down. Some of them cross over and help extend your fingers, extend your wrist. And then when you get into gripping exercises, maybe you really notice that discomfort all through here on the outside of your elbow. So what I want to teach you today is some things to consider. You gotta consider the anatomy, excuse me, how your forearm moves, and you'll notice you may have discomfort in extension, as well as when you go to grip, it may be, that achy, sharp feeling through your forearm. I've had it before. I understand in terms of how you move and what you have to do to get back on track. So consider your anatomy, also consider the health of your spine and your nervous system. It's all connected, and remember that when you're doing one of these, right, constantly engaged with work, and then you do maybe racket sports, weightlifting, you're constantly creating that micro trauma cycle. So you may be re-aggravating it even at work, even though you think you're just doing something simple and small, it may be really aggravating those tissues. So groceries in, garbage out in terms of inflammation and healing. That's what I think about. And I think, first of all, give yourself something like a 1 pound weight, and that's why I had the water bottle beside the desk. Consider the soft tissue, and then consider some stretching. And so what I think about is, if I'm going to go through a range of motion, start small like this. So start with your elbow partially bent, doing this, and then what you can do is progress it so your forearm or your elbow is straight. And when you're here, you may hang out for 60 seconds to 2 minutes in terms of making a difference. So I don't want you to try 20 seconds right now. I want you to think of it a little longer. Breathing into it. If it's too much, bend the elbow so you lessen the joints involved, and even do the back side. And while you're at it, if the right side's the problem or the symptomatic side, I would still consider working on the left side too. Okay, so stretch your flexors out, and again, less joints involved, more joints involved, just like that. And 60 seconds to 2 minutes. And now another thing that comes up is really tight biceps, especially if you're doing work in the gym. Your biceps may be really tight too, which are going to be involved in how this elbow moves and how this tennis elbow may flare up. So one that I really like is just bringing myself open like this, and I'll just passively stretch on the rig at the gym or just on a wall like this. And remember, if you're getting numbness and tingling, just lessen it a little bit. Back off. If you're here, walk forward a little bit, breathe. And what I'll do again is just hang out in that position. I'll go through my routine. You can do this in the evening, right? While you watch your favorite show, you scroll something, you distract your brain. If there's a little bit of discomfort, you can scroll to distract and just focus on breathing longer out than in. So 4 seconds out, 2 seconds in. And you can go through that cycle of the forearms both ways and the bicep, opening up all those tissues, thinking about all those tissues through here to help loosen them up. Now, the soft tissue, right, is what I'll do is, if this is my right elbow, I'll reach around just like this, and I'll grab into it, everything that crosses over there. And what I'll do is, you can even trigger point it. You can hang out here, you can breathe. And when you're breathing, you're going to wait for it to get a little bit easier, and then you're going to move down your form a bit. And what I like to do is add in the extra component of just like this. So I got some flexion, extension of my wrist, and all these tissues, I have literally taken the skin slack from the elbow towards the wrist and pushed this way. And what I'll do is I'll just breathe into it. You may make 7 to 10 passes in one area, move your fingers down a little bit. You may find another little area, nodule area that's tight. And again, breathe into it. And if you want to take it one step further, straighten your elbow and try the same thing. So start with your elbow flexed and then progress it so that your elbow is straight. And again, going through the ranges of motion. And you'll probably find a bigger benefit for yourself if you go closer with the muscle and tendon come together up here. And you can do some elbow flexion extension. Again, I got my forearm or my fingertips in just like that. And you can make, again, 7 to 10 passes. And if you want, I was talking to you about the lacrosse ball. I'll show you just like this. You grab a lacrosse ball and you get it on a surface, just like so. And what you do is just breathe into it. You're probably going to do it on a desk or a counter. And again, flex and extend. And when the area is a little bit easier, roll down into more of the muscle belly. Flex and extend your wrist. And you can even, when you're here, put pressure down, and you may feel that tenderness and breathe into it and make things a little bit easier for yourself. Now, the last thing I want to share with you is consider keeping a weight. This is like a 1 pound weight. You're standing in a 500 ml water bottle. So what you can do is actually just keep a weight at the desk and think about your forearms and conditioning them. Think groceries in, garbage out. So what you're going to do is higher reps with this. Keep it on the edge of your armrest, on your chair, on your couch, and you're doing flexion extension. Literally thinking about training your forearms. Drive blood to the area. And 10 to 15 reps, you can also do the other side. 10 to 15 reps, and do a couple sets a day, driving blood to the area, getting those tissues stronger and building up that resilience. So the other thing I want to leave you with is there's a really neat instrument. You can use an elastic band, but there's something called the X band, which I've used in the past too. I don't have one with me, but you might want to check that out. And you can actually put all 5 digits, and it helps train your extensors. I found it really good for grip strength, something I've used in the past, and great for training your extensors, getting blood to the area, and helping condition your forearms. So give that a try. You got your 1 pound weight, flexion extension, lacrosse ball, your soft tissue work, and then, of course, some stretching to help open you up because you're probably really tight through that area. Consider all those. And then, I'm just going to put this down. When you put it all together, consider yourself that you literally, if you sit, I want you to stand more every 20 to 30 minutes. And if you don't have a standing desk, I consider getting one just to make things easier on your spine, your nervous system, and your posture for how you're sitting at the desk with that tennis elbow or that forearm. And consider as well, as a family corrective chiropractor, of course, I'm going to share the importance of this and how it may be impacting your health and your healing. Remember, all the nerves from here travel down, go to your muscles, your organs. If the nerves are irritated, it may be impacting your health and healing. So consider a proper biostructural exam from your family corrective chiropractor as well to know what's going on the inside and how it may be impacting your function and your overall health. You got to test to find out what's going on the inside. I will leave you with that today. Consider all those things, and like anything, remember, it's the consistency that is key. I can't say enough about the consistency is key. People will go home, try it a couple times, say maybe it didn't work for me. Well, the important thing is you got to get out there. You got to do it regularly. I think it's created, one thing has led to this problem over maybe a period of months. Now it's going to take some time to build yourself back up to get out of that challenge. Okay, so give yourself some grace. Let's start today. You're stronger than you think. And I'm going to sign off, but as you know, in the past, my only ask is that if you found this useful, please take a moment to share it with someone so that they can get the benefit too. I got a big mission, and I cannot do it alone in terms of helping people understand their health better and know that their spine and nervous system health is vitally important so that they can work at their best. So I really do appreciate it. Click share or grab the link and send it to somebody directly that you know may benefit. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.